Welcome to Python Keywords. This is Philip with Real Python, and today I will tell you a little bit about Python keywords. This course doesn't require you to program anything, so you can sit back, grab a bag of popcorn or a hot beverage of your choice, and enjoy this course. While you heat up your popcorn, let me tell you about the lessons of this course. In the first lesson, I will show you how to list all Python keywords. In lesson number 2, I will explain what keywords actually are, what you can do with them, and what you can't do with them. In lesson number 3, you will categorize the keywords. In lesson number 4, I will show you how you can programmatically identify keywords in your code. And last but not least, we'll talk a little bit about deprecated keywords. In this lesson, I will show you how you can list the Python keywords programmatically. When you're in your Python interpreter, you can import the keyword module. That's a module that's built in with Python, so you don't have to pip install it or do some other fancy stuff. It's just there for you. And once you have imported the keyword module, you can type keyword.keywordlist, and then all Python keywords are listed for you. Well, when I'm saying all keywords, that's not entirely true, because in version 3.10, Python introduced soft keywords, and you can list them with keyword.softKeywordList. These 3 soft keywords you will meet later again. I will explain them for you as well, like the other keywords, but just take note that there is a small differentiation between normal keywords, or so-called normal keywords, and soft keywords. Before we wrap this up, there is another way of listing all the keywords, and that's using the help function. So if you type help and keywords, then Python lists all the keywords for you. Speaking of the help function, you can also investigate keywords in particular by passing them in, for example, the pass keyword, and there you will get an explanation of the keyword. So that's very handy if you want to find out more about one particular keyword. Here is an overview of all the keywords again for you. You can pause this video and have a look at them, but you will meet all of them during this course. So now we have looked at the keywords in general. You have a list of them, but what exactly are the keywords? So this you will learn in the next lesson. In the last lesson, you got an overview of all the keywords. In this lesson, you will learn what keywords in Python actually are, and you will learn that there are normal keywords and soft keywords and what the difference between them is. Keywords in Python are special reserved words that have a specific meaning and are meant for a specific purpose in Python. These keywords are always available. That means you'll never have to import them into your code. They are fundamental building blocks. They are essential for Python syntax, but they also make the Python programming language more human readable. They are special reserved words that can't be used for anything but those specific purposes that they are meant for. And this makes them quite restrictive in their usage. Now, you might wonder why the last 2 bullets don't have the check mark on a friendly green background. Well, I did this on purpose to foreshadow that these are key differences to soft keywords. Soft keywords are also always available, and they are also fundamental building blocks, but they are not special reserved words and therefore not as restrictive in their usage. Let me show you what I mean by that. Python keywords are always available. That means you don't need to import them to use them, like pass, none, true, which returns true, and false, which returns false. But they are restrictive in their usage. That means what just worked with pass, none, true, and false doesn't work, for example, with yield. This one raises a syntax error. Same case if I just type and. This one also raises a syntax error. You will learn more about how you actually use them correctly as building blocks in your Python code in the next lesson. For now, just remember this syntax error that's raised. Python keywords are special reserved words. That means you can't just use them as variable names. If you type pass equals hello, you will also get a syntax error because pass is a keyword and you can't use it like that. Let's move to soft keywords and see how they behave differently. If I just type match, I will also get an error. So that's not that different to some of the keywords I just typed above. But this error is different. So it's not a syntax error, which would mean I used this keyword wrong, but it's a name error, which means the variable match isn't known to Python yet. Now, this error is an indicator that you can actually use match and case like normal variables. You can say match equals true or case equals wallet, and this is proper Python code. You won't get a syntax error, and you are allowed to do this. However, besides using them as normal variable names, you are allowed to use them in a special way. Now with Python 3.10, you can use match, case, and underscore for the structural pattern matching. Let me show you. If I create a function called greet takes a name as an argument, and I have a match pattern in it that says match name, case, tappen, print hi tappen, or in any other case, print howdy stranger, then I can use match, case, and underscore like normal Python keywords without importing them. That's why they are always available as well. So what you're seeing here, that's what is meant with the word soft. You can use them as normal variables, but they are also fundamental building blocks in your Python code. For example, structural pattern matching. Before we move on, let me quickly prove that this function works. Let's call it greet tappen prints hi tappen. The reason why you're now having soft keywords as well is because keywords in general can change over time. So before Python 3, there were already a bunch of keywords. And with Python 3.0, there were a few changes introduced. So maybe if you have programmed with Python 2.7, for example, you remember that if you upgrade to Python 3, you had to change your print statements into print functions. So print and exec are not keywords anymore. Python 3.5 introduced async and await, and with Python 3.10, match, case, and underscore were introduced. However, not as keywords, but as soft keywords. That means if you have an existing code base and you use variable names like match or case, you don't have to change your code base just to work with Python 3.10. However, to use this structural pattern matching, you have to use match and case in a special way. So far, we have generally grouped keywords into normal keywords and soft keywords, but it makes sense to categorize them even more. We will do this in the next lesson.